Welcome back. Let's turn to the other big story. Actor turned Neta Urmila Matondkar today joined the Shiv Sena in Mumbai. Urmila joined the Sena in the presence of Uddhav Thackeray and his wife Rashmi Thackeray and party spokespersons Priyanka Chaturvedi and Mumbai Mayor Kishori Pednekar. The Shiv Sena has sent Urmila Matondkar's name to the Maharashtra Governor B.S. Koshyari to become a member of the Legislative Council. Remember, last year the actor turned politician had unsuccessfully contested the 2019 Lok Sabha elections on a Congress ticket from the Mumbai North seat. And joining me now is my newsmaker tonight, Urmila Matondkar. Appreciate your joining us, Urmila. Explain this to us. A year and a half ago, you contested elections on a Congress ticket from Mumbai North. Now you joined the Shiv Sena. In 15 months, you moved from the so-called secular Congress to the so-called Hindutvavadi Shiv Sena. So make sense of this ideological shift for us.
Well, it just lies in two basic things. The understanding of the word secular as opposed to understanding of the word Hindutva. Well, secular word has been given this impression or the definition of being a completely anti-religion kind of a standpoint, thereby hating every religion, putting the whole point of coexistence putting it in a kind of a difficult position, whereas Hindutva has been made out to be some kind of whatever, which is, I am a Hindu by birth, I am a very religious minded Hindu, I've always been, but my religion has never taught me to just love myself and my religion and hate every other. So basically that word only has been misconstrued constantly, and somewhere I think in the whole shenanigan of trying to bring in everything and make it religion oriented, the core issues of the whole things are going out of the window. If you look at the 1 year work of Maharashtra government, I think they've done a remarkable job in the possibly the most difficult year of Maharashtra state with COVID, with the other difficult situation which were more like disasters like all those famine and all of those things. So I think somewhere we have to look at government and a party which is doing good work for people. And I am a Hindu myself, but my Hinduism has never taught me to hate other religions. It is one of the most tolerant, which is what I have said at the time when I was contesting the election, which is what I will say today. So where is the conflict?
I'll tell you where, in a sense, the conflict comes. The conflict comes more in your case at a personal level, because there's a feeling that you got marginalized in the Congress after you quit, after you lost the elections. You were looking for an alternative. The Shiv Sena gives you an MLC ticket in Maharashtra. And in that sense, some will say this is opportunism. Urmila Matondkar simply went looking for a party that gave her a platform. Would I be wrong?
I am the lastest person who should be called upon. No, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I unfortunately have to say this and open this to you, that information that the same position was offered to me by Congress as well, the MLC position. And but I in fact thought it would be wrong, that because of my other issues in Congress, I had left Congress already. So just to get a position to go back into Congress. So there ends my so-called opportunism. And coming to Shiv Sena, I personally think that, like I said earlier, that it is a Hindutva party, but it is a Hindu party which believes in doing good for yourself and others. And what is the wrong in that? And like I'm saying again, that it has been proven time and again that, that the Hindu religion itself has told you to be standing for yourself and to be tolerant towards every other religion that is around you. My truth is my truth, your truth is your truth, and I respect your truth is what it is all about. So I don't see the conflict. Secondly, I did not leave Congress because I lost. I have enough courage in my heart to take losses and go ahead in life. That was not the first, and it will definitely not be the last. But there were other issues and other petty politics which I was not probably qualified to handle at that time. I still have equal amount of respect for both Rahul ji and Sonia ji and for senior leaders like Bala Saheb Thorat ji. But my issues were different. So, and now that you mentioned the position, it's not even given to me yet. Who knows whether it will be, who knows whether it will come my way. So as of now, even though my name is not even announced by the respected governor of Maharashtra, I'm still in the party because I will still take the party, its cadre, and work for the grassroots level people of Maharashtra, and let that people be of any caste, creed or religion. I'm going to work for them. I'm going to work for the poor of Maharashtra and for women of Maharashtra. That's it.
I want to ask you this though, that is it that the Shiv Sena has welcomed you because you are a Maharashtrian who took a strong stand on the Kangana Ranaut issue at a time when very few people in Bollywood were speaking out? You spoke in support of the Thackeray family, you spoke in support of the Maharashtra government. Is the Sena rewarding you in that sense?
I think that would be like giving the whole issue too much of importance. And I certainly don't think Thackerays need somebody like me or anybody else to defend themselves. They are the Thackerays. They don't need anybody to defend themselves, number one. And secondly, I think it would be, I would really humbly like to say, it would be wrong to trivialize my whatever journey in politics in this manner. Because like I said, I was offered the similar post even by Congress. And that has been, I think, I would dare say that 28 days is all I had to put up an excellent campaign. You yourself, such a senior, great journalist, came and one of the many who came and also covered it, because it was a campaign which was extremely positive. It was work-oriented, it was task-oriented, issue-oriented, and was not stooping low like the IT trolls stoop, like they have stooped now to troll me. It was a very clean and beautifully put together, impactful campaign. So somewhere I think that has been seen. Baki, the rest you will have to ask the Thackerays, but they certainly don't need anybody to defend them, trust me.
In conclusion, are you now a full-time politician? Is this again a flirtation? Will we now see you as a full-time 24/7 politician?
You see, in the 28 days campaign that I put up, if you look at even the little clippings of it today, I'm very proud that you will not find me sitting anywhere. You will find me in the middle of the huts. You will find me in the middle of the most poorest of the poor people. And even then I didn't wave my hands and expect people to give me votes. Even then I took it extremely seriously. I was one of the only few people who went in the middle of Maharashtra at the time of the famine, the floods which happened last year, and I was there for 3 days working in the middle of people. So I have never believed in sitting in the AC room and enjoying that. वो कर लिया, अभी ये करूँगी. So I am going to be working at the grassroots level, and that can only happen if I am a 24-hour politician and if I am in touch with the grassroots level people and grassroots level Shiv Sainiks, and that's exactly what I intend to do. I intend to become a people's leader more than anything else.
I wish you well, Urmila Matondkar, in your, in a sense, second innings in public life. Thanks very much for joining me as my newsmaker tonight.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.